Hello folks, hope you're doing well. Yeah, going on from yesterday's, from the last video. Yeah, well this whole point about judging music and judging artists and stuff like that, it's, who's got time in life, to do any of that crap, to hear a song, but say, I'm not sure if I like that song yet. I have to look into the artist, I have to look at the video, look into why they made the video and why they made it as they made it. And then I decide whether I like the song. Is it holy? You're in a church which is basically giving everything to the world, and you're saying, is this holy? Start being holy yourself, donut. For goodness sake. This is how some so-called Christians feel that they're still relevant. It's because they can pass judgment on a song, but without understanding. Yeah? So without the understanding that, this man, he was going through some terrible stuff. He made mistakes, and the media and everyone else was trying to tear him to pieces based upon that. His mother had just died at that time. Cut the bloke a bit of bloody slack, He was pressured by society to try and pretend he was straight when he was actually gay. And well, then he did some songs talking about that, but talking about it in a jovial way. But instead of saying, well, actually, he wanted to shout about the fact that, having sex outside with men was great. Yeah, fantastic. Look and see what he actually said about it. He never said that he did the songs because he thought that actually what he had done was fantastic and brilliant and should be celebrated, and that everyone should be doing that. But that's yeah. Then again, should I be surprised? I mean, the person who said that had twisted everything I said, so she had twisted what he did and made it into something horrific. So yeah. To me, songs are supposed to be enjoyed. That's the whole point. They're supposed to be enjoyed. You're supposed to like them. You're supposed to hear a song, and you're supposed to have an instant reaction to that song. Do you like it? Do you not? Yeah. Since we have videos, some we do see on video before we see it, before we hear the song on radio. Certainly years ago when we had MTV, we used to see it on video first. Now, with artists like Nicki Minaj, for example, I don't like Nicki Minaj. I have none of her songs. I have no interest in that woman at all, because I find her crude. I find that, to me, she's not talented in any way, shape or form. I've not liked any of her stuff. But her videos are as crude, generally speaking, as that song Outside. But they don't have the beat, they don't have the rhythm for danceability, and they don't have a good singer. So therefore, there's nothing about her music that I would like. But there's other artists I do like. Yeah. Well, what was that song years ago? There was that song. Oh Lord, what was that song? Oh. 1 second. Bear with. The song I was thinking of is Sexy and I Know It. I mean, that song. It's not a great song, but it is a funny song because it's done with humour, and so I like the song, even though it's a bit, I would say, immature. With that one, I'd say it's an immature song. I like it. Part of the reason why I like it is because I can be immature at times, and I like being immature at times. So therefore, I like that song at times because it's, it's that. But as I say, I decided first time of hearing it that I like that one. It's different. They're sort of being very immature, being silly, but I like that. I wouldn't like it if all songs were like that, but that's different. Okay. That's the point. As I say, music is to be enjoyed. That's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be enjoyed. But as I say, nobody has the time to sit down and work out the history of the artist and what the artist likes in their life before they decide whether they like a song. You either like it or you don't like it. But you like it based upon whatever you like it based upon, don't you really? Well, there's various stuff that I like, and there are different reasons why I like various music. I was thinking last night actually about it, and there was some music over the years that was absolutely stunning. Of different decades. There's a song called Without You that was in the 70s, which was incredible. That Living Without You song. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I mean, anyone who's gone through a breakup knows exactly what that person is talking about in that song. They've been there. So it's an incredible song. Yeah. Brilliant. Bohemian Rhapsody, fantastic as songs go. Absolutely marvellous. I think there's been some beautiful music. What was it? Ordinary Love by Sade. Great song. Absolutely fantastic. Because in that song you have that beautiful rhythm of the song. And it's talking about that sort of love that we would, certainly ever since I've been a Christian, whenever I've heard that song, I've thought about the love we have from God when I hear that song. That's what it talks to me about. This is no ordinary love. But it's a worldly song. And it's what it says to you. That's the whole point of music. It's what it says to you. So little Miss Prim and Proper got offended by the song Outside. Okay. That's what it said to her. That's cool. Said a lot more different things to me. And that's the whole point about all things like that. It's personal taste, isn't it? It's about what you like. Some people like music because of how it makes them feel in a different way. For me, danceability is always important with regards to music. Although, some of the artists I like is not. As I talk about, relationship breakup artists, Phil Collins. But seriously, that album was fantastic in that way. Absolutely brilliant. Talk about him doing songs from a position of pain. And so all of that just brilliant. So enjoy music. But enjoy what you enjoy and don't let others try and turn you away from it. Well, that's really talking about worldly music. Come on, there's even different types of churchy music, isn't there? Really, Where's the old hymns? And there's some more up-to-date stuff. I mean, personally, when I go into a church and they start doing the hymns, for me, most of that stuff is rubbish. But it's just like most of the stuff nowadays is rubbish. It is. It is very, very true that most of that stuff just isn't very good at all. Well, there will be some people in churches who support Christian artists simply because they're Christian, not because they're talented, but because they're Christian. I see that to a certain degree. I do. I see that. I see why people do that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Because I know there's going to be some really, really bad singers out there that just happen to be Christian. And should I buy their stuff just because they're Christian? No. That'd be stupid. If God wants me to help them financially, well then he can tell me to give them a gift of money. But I certainly wouldn't want to buy their stuff. No, thank you. No. I mean, no, it's even a case in normal music. You have some artists that are one-hit wonders. And they just happen to be very, very fortunate to come across one song that by doing that they have a hit. But then whatever they try afterwards isn't a hit. Why? Because they weren't that talented. They were fine, but they weren't great. But they just were lucky to have that one song. It was a massive hit. And that's okay. Well done to them, they had a hit. But if they have that Christian tag, does that mean that I should support everything they do because of that? No. No, I mean, it's like, I like certain Christian artists, but I don't like all of their stuff. Well, because it's like, some groups, their earlier stuff can be a little bit, no, not really me. But they can mature as they get older, or maybe I mature. Either way. But certainly when I listen to the earlier stuff, no, I don't really like that. I like the stuff they're doing now, but not the earlier stuff. And that's okay. That's the point. That's the point. Artists change. And they do different stuff as they change. And therefore, you may like it later, you don't like it earlier. But as I say, I have music that is old sort of churchy stuff. Now, once in a while, that's nice to listen to. It takes me back. But is it something I listen to as my main worship? Not in any way, shape or form. Don't enjoy it. I don't like that sort of stuff particularly. Anything churchy is like, no thank you. Not really. Not for me. Other people, I get it. They might like it. Like if you got people in their 70s and 80s, then obviously hymns will be very much their cup of tea because, when they were young, that's what was played in church. That's what they enjoy, and it takes them back to when they were younger. I get that, and that's why they're like that. But I've said before, church shouldn't be focused on that. And I know many, many churches were over the years, because they were. A lot of churches, if they had an older generation, tended to do the older sort of songs because they were catering towards them. Who was deciding that? Man, or woman, either way. But it was a worldly decision, it wasn't a godly decision. Because to me, if I'm running a church and I've got a lot of people in their 70s and 80s, I'd say if we want to bless those people as a church, let's get them some CDs of hymns and give them to them so they can play them at home. But in church, you get what God wants us to have right now. Some of the times it might be hymns. I mean, there are some great hymns. How great they are. Fantastic. Amazing Grace. Fantastic. But, yeah, most? No. No. I mean, then was just like now. A lot of people wrote songs because, they had a hit. And so they wrote another 500 songs, of which weren't hits. But they still are counted as hymns, and they're still played in a lot of churches. Yeah. Yeah. Not for me. No. But each to their own, and that is the point, because that's why we have so much music. That's why we have so many different types of music. Because it is a case of each to their own. What is going to impact one person is not what's going to impact another. There are people that hate heavy rock but love country. Then there are people that hate pop music but love jazz. But then there are people that hate jazz and country and heavy rock but love pop music. But that's okay. Because there are people doing music of all this stuff anyway. So, yeah. Churchy. Yeah. We have it all available to us now. And we have so many genres of music available now that, people can have what they enjoy. But generally speaking, do I do stuff, slagging off artists I don't like? No. No, because that stuff that they do isn't done for me. So why would I really need to have an opinion on it when it wasn't done for me? So yeah. There's a lot of stuff that I don't like, and to me, that's why. Yeah, to me, when I've had a message from someone who points out that even their pastor says that a church has been going downhill and there's been no sign of God for a long time, there are bigger fish to fry than somebody liking a song by George Michael where in the video it was a bit dodgy. There are far bigger fish to fry. But you have to say, people focusing upon stuff like that, you're talking about a spec when you've got a massive plank to deal with. Deal with the plank. Don't worry about the spec. Those bigger fish, they're planks. The fact that you're in a church and you are hoping that God is somehow going to show up when he hasn't. If you keep doing things the way you are or not doing things you should be doing, chances that God's going to show up is very, very slim indeed. You're going to need to be guided by Father as to what you need to do for him to show up if he's going to. And if he's not going to show up to that, okay, what is he doing now? Then do that. But I think that those things should be more important for you to be thinking about. But to me, as I say, with this young person, I believe that it's more likely that what she wanted to do, she wanted to rubbish my videos and stuff like that. And so, as I say, she started off doing that, twisting what I said and claiming that I said something that I hadn't said. And it just escalated to the point where she could finally say, basically, F you, because you like this song. Okay. Righty-ho. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, look back on the situation in the future. You're going to realise that there were far bigger things that you should have been dealing with than that. Really, far bigger things that mattered. So yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? So yeah. But this is the point. I mean, this is why I've done videos talking about offence and when you get offended. What did you get offended by? So she got offended by me saying that I like to listen to that song sometimes. I dance to that song, Outside by George Michael. And she got so offended by that. Okay, why? Yeah, because, well, as I said in other ones, if what I said is so ridiculous, you'd laugh at it. But you only get offended, and you only get so offended that you have to strike back, or you have to strike. If it's personal. So, yeah. What I would advise that person, if I did speak to that person again, is speak to Father about it, because it's quite likely that exactly what was said. And as I say, it was simply a case that I was saying that the previous day I danced to certain songs, and that was one of the songs I danced to the previous day. That was it. And that triggered her. So, why go to Father and ask why you were triggered by that, and ask Father what he's trying to deal with within you with that. Yeah, it's as simple as that, really. Yeah. So there you go, folks. You take care. God bless. I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.